Hello and welcome back to another episode of Spread Some Magic 1928. If you watched yesterday's episode, it was my favorite recipe from the Disneyland Resort, like retro recipe, and that was the hot tuna sandwiches that were served at Disneyland starting in like August of 1955. So one of the original recipes, but it's also so good. Today's recipe is a riff on that. For the 70th celebration anniversary, the Red Rose Tavern has the Galley Tuna Melt. That's what we're doing today. So we're gonna start with 1 can of tuna. I've already pre-drained it and like broken up the big chunks. In the pictures, it does look like there's big chunks, but I like to break it up. And I use the Safe Catch tuna from Costco. It's a pretty good deal. To that, the 1 can also, by the way, the 1 can I also try to split for 2 servings. So that's what we're gonna put in here, 2 servings worth. And we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise in there, 2 generous tablespoons. And I think that's gonna be enough. It basically is described on the menu as a basic tuna salad topped with herb marinated tomatoes and Munster cheese. Now, one review showed it looked like it had green onions in it. Turns out that's jalapenos. Another reviewer, because everybody said it had heat. So I thought it had like green onions and hot sauce. Turns out it has red onions, which I have some chopped here, and jalapeno. So if you don't like it spicy, leave out the jalapeno. My jalapeno actually went bad, but I do have these dehydrated or freeze-dried jalapenos. So it's basically like having a jalapeno. You could reconstitute them in water if you want it like that. I'm just gonna sprinkle a couple in here. Just like that. To your likeness. These are actually pretty hot. So we've got that. We're gonna season it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Give it a good mix one more time. Also, I have been marinating our tomatoes. I put them in olive oil with a touch of salt, 1 clove of garlic, and a dash of Italian seasoning. It says herb marinated, so it's not like just basil or just parsley. I guess it's a mix, a little oregano. So I just did some dried Italian seasoning to that. And then it's garnished with stuffed pimento with actually like a sword. I didn't have any swords. So this is all after we cook our tuna melt or melt the cheese. Goes on top. Next, we take our piece of sourdough. For easy cleanup, I put it on a piece of foil. You could do parchment, either one, or straight on the pan. I'm gonna put about half this mixture. Yep, that was perfect. So half this mixture on top. Spread it out. Save that half for my husband for dinner tonight. Put on our piece of Munster, and most photos do show it off like that, like off center, twisted at a 45-degree angle, whatever. And then I'm gonna pop this under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes and be back here to finish it up. All right, our cheese is melted, so we're gonna add our tomatoes. Now they have 2 large tomato slices. I used what I had on hand, which are the Campari tomatoes from Trader Joe's. And one of the pictures definitely showed, you could see the garlic on the tomatoes. So that's why I added that. And then the garnish, and there it is, the tuna melt, the Galley Tuna Melt from Red Rose Tavern. Let's get it off this hot pan and then dig in. So in the parks, it is served with house-made chips, and nothing beats house-made chips. But Trader Joe's have these olive oil potato chips that are just potatoes fried in olive oil with salt, and they're pretty tasty. So this would work too. I'm so excited, this smells so good. Pretty good. No, more flavors are coming through. It's actually really good. I might do a little bit more mayonnaise or maybe more salt. But I did salt the tomatoes, and then you got cheese, so try one more bite. It's a pretty good tuna melt. If I had to choose which tuna sandwich I like, still, yesterday's video is still hands down my favorite. Maybe adding these marinated tomatoes to that recipe would be excellent. I'm not against adding cheese, so maybe combining the two. That would probably be really, really good. So if you like tuna sandwiches, this one, the one yesterday, doesn't matter. They're both actually really, really good and protein filled, right? The tuna. And yeah, I'd say give it a try. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and spread some magic wherever you are. Until next time.